Let me tell you the simple miracle of Maloon Creek. There's no water flowing into Maloon from upstream, yet there's water flowing from Maloon downstream.
It's amazing.
All we've done is reproduced what was a natural process in Australia's landscapes. We've been able to get water into the floodplains, which sustains the landscape in
What a legend.
Started out to be unique, but is being broadly accepted now as the way to go.
We need to teach people that they have to manage water, or be taught to, and let the plants take.
Of the beginning of a recovery of land which had clearly was severely degraded.
Once you get the hydrology right, this grass mix
Hydrology.
will stand 5 months or more.
That's fantastic.
So that's 5 centimetres of soil formation.
Whoa!
Farmland all across the Central West. And you never see soil being built, you see it being degraded. I think it's the most significant contribution to landscape restoration that I've seen in Australia.
Peter Andrews, living legend.
If you go to the properties where Peter Andrews has been working, those properties from the air are green. The neighbouring property is brown.
So Peter, you with your very simple machinery are now acting as a plant in the landscape to bring the water back up where it needs to be and spread it out.
That's brilliantly said. In fact, it's very true as well. So I don't have to do more than say, if it was run by plants and the water was forced to the highest points all the time, because the plants would grow so dense in the hollows where the facility was that it couldn't get through. And the very confusing piece about that, the depth of the plants meant that the water at that level created a back pressure or a wave.
Yes.
And that's how it's very complicated until you understand that it was this wave effect which you never see as the floods are happening and they come into these areas. As the wave formed, the water automatically backed up behind it.
And you reckon plants were doing that in the environment all the time?
Yes.
And hydrating our landscape?
Yes. And that's the most difficult thing it took me a long time to really, I could see the patterns, but I couldn't understand how the hell they were working. And then so I thought, oh, damn wave, I've never seen the wave, but you see at the beach, of course,
Wow.
then that's the wind blowing it. Out here,
National treasure, Peter Andrews.
is affected as soon as the wave forms behind it.
Aussie legend.
And there's a rule of threes you've been talking about. Let's go and have a look at one of your ponds and tell us about this rule of threes. Where do you see all of this going? How does this message grow? How do you start adopting change in people's practice on a broad scale?
You need an advisory service like we've got with the motor industry or the financial industry.